Hey man, how are you? Give me a sound check, please. Just double checking because I'm in the car. So, welcome to the world according to the NAS man. Just as promised, live at 5. We're expecting Q&As about mental health, about hypnosis, about NLP, laughter yoga, and several of the things that I do in my life, professionally, and for fun, really. So, as promised, we'll be doing laughter yoga as much as possible. It's part of introducing to people the importance or the value of an intervention like laughter yoga. So laughter yoga is a social intervention. It is a practice. Began in India with Dr. Madan Kataria and his wife, Madhuri, back in the 80s, if I remember correctly, early 80s. And at the time, Dr. Kataria was running an editorial, a medical journal, and he was tasked with providing reviews on the medical literature, articles, and that sparked his interest in finding something that works, something that is great. And that's when he had his idea: laughter is the best medicine. Laughter yoga is run in laughter yoga clubs. Give me a sound check, guys, whoever is listening. It's a group activity. You have a laughter yoga leader who will lead the group in laughter. Now, at the beginning of laughter yoga, this started with making jokes. But as Dr. Kataria says himself, very quickly the jokes became more lewd and ludicrous and socially inappropriate. So they had to change that stratagem. And today laughter yoga is sold as laughter yoga for no reason. Except, of course, as I like to say, for the fact that laughter is the best medicine. Some studies were run in the US, in Norway, was it? Or Denmark? I'm not exactly sure. In these studies, they took cortisol levels. Cortisol is a stress hormone. Increased cortisol levels indicate high stress, and decreased cortisol levels indicate the lowering of said stress. Now, cortisol itself has a couple of inflammatory properties, and it does affect your immune system. It's an immunosuppressant. And what they also did a couple of tests of mood by using the PANAS questionnaire, which is the positive and negative affect questionnaire, and others. And the evidence is leading towards the fact that laughter is the best medicine. And what I want to talk about is the mechanisms by which laughter actually works as medicine. So, when I talk about laughter, I am talking about deep abdominal laughter. And what that is deep abdominal breathing. I mean, hey guys, still no sound check, so have no clue if everything I'm saying is being heard. Let me know. Caveat is I can't really fix that per se. laughter is the best medicine, and one of the mechanisms by which it takes on this quality of being good medicine, or the best medicine, is through deep abdominal breathing. An interesting parallel to deep abdominal breathing is coughing, and one of the ways Dr. Madan had taught me to laugh is to start by a cough. Now, coughing is the body's natural way to decongest, and it's a natural reaction to several flu-like symptoms. Coughing would be a symptom technically. Actually, it's a coping mechanism. So, how does coughing work? When you cough, you'll notice that your abdominal muscles contract. So, if you'd like to place your hand on your stomach and do a bit of a cough. Right? And you can feel that stomach contracting, and that movement to push the phlegm or the mucus out. And deep abdominal breathing should incorporate these muscles of the stomach. And when you do deep abdominal breathing, you also stimulate your diaphragm. And your diaphragm in energy language is the seat of the soul, or the seat of the emotional body. One of the reasons is because the diaphragm is directly connected to your brain through the parasympathetic nervous system. So the vagus nerve, I believe. And what this vagus nerve does is it initiates relaxation in the body, stimulates relaxation, it brings down cortisol levels, it strengthens the immune system. And laughter yoga is an intervention that you do on a daily basis or on a weekly basis in groups and alone if you like. So repeated, sustained laughter will have the first benefit of working out your abdominal muscles. And we all know that when you exercise or after you exercise, endorphins are released, and endorphins are feel-good hormones. So that's benefit number one. Of course, the benefit of exercise itself, the calorie burning, is benefit number two. The third thing you're doing is you're stimulating your diaphragm, deep diaphragmatic breathing, deep abdominal breathing, stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, strengthening the immune system, right? So that's number three. The third part is the feeling good. So on the first hand, you have the release of endorphins. On the other hand, you have the idea that laughter is infectious, and that your body cannot tell the difference between fake and real laughter. And if you just fake it till you make it, you're going to actually feel good. You're going to have the urge to laugh. You're going to laugh more naturally, and you're going to get those said healthcare benefits. And to kick this session off, and most other sessions as well, we're going to do laughter yoga. Just remember that the idea of these lives is to talk about mental health issues. So if you have any questions and answers, mental health, hypnosis, neurolinguistics, and psychology. Coaching, for those of you who don't know neurolinguistics. For the two people who are watching, why won't you laugh with me for a moment? Righty. So sustained laughter will have you feeling a little bit lightheaded. Part of that is because of the oxygenation that's going through. You oxygenate your blood, and your system in general is another way or another pathway through which laughter yoga works. and that's all built on the premises laughter is the best medicine. So once again, the live is basically set up for questions and answers about mental health issues. I'm a psychologist, I'm a hypnotherapist, and a NLP coach, life, wellness, health, call it what you want to call it. If you laugh along for the Laughter Yoga skits, please add little laughter emojis so that I know I'm doing something right. If you have any questions about mental health, then I will be happy to answer them. And in between, we segue in and out of laughter yoga because laughter is the best medicine. So as you saw, you just start laughing, and laughter is infectious. So that's why I try my best to look into the camera to get you guys laughing along. Of course, I'm driving today, so it's a little bit less prudent of me to look into the camera. I'm supposed to be watching the road. Funny enough, it's been a while since I've put a seatbelt on, but because I decided to go live, I have my seatbelt on. So I guess thank you to the watchers for having me be a better human being, law-abiding citizen, a smarter human being, of course. Now, there's a couple of elements to laughter yoga which really help it work as a social project, and it has boomed over the past 20 odd years or 30 years. One of them is having that childlike quality of playfulness. And usually in between laughter sets, we're going to end with something that looks like this, built on childlike playfulness. I'm sure if you go to kindergartens or if you have kindergartners around you, it's like very good, yay! Very good, yay! Right? So I'm driving for today. I might just go very good, yay, with the one hand. And if you're in a safe enough space to play along and, you know, you're not specifically shy if you're around people, then, you know, it's a great way to enhance your laughter yoga experience. Another aspect laughter yoga introduces is the winding down. So winding down is known as laughter meditation or humming meditation, and you can do either. Basically, you take a deep breath in and you release it while humming slowly for as long as possible. You'll realize that as we laugh over and over again, you might feel lightheaded, you might feel energized in many different, you know, in the different ways you can explain being energized, and a good way to wind down after it is to do the humming. So we're going to do it now. Nice deep breath in and hum. The point really is to release the rest of your laughter and to calm down. And I usually like to do it 3 times, but just for the purpose of setting an example, we'll do it once now. Now, laughter yoga, for those of you who have just joined, any questions you need answered about mental health and the therapy thereof. So I'm a psychologist, I'm a hypnotist, I'm an NLP specialist, practitioner, knowledgeable guy, and I do this clinically and for a profession and as a hobby, funny enough. We segue in between questions and answers with laughter yoga because laughter is the best medicine. Now, there's a set of plays that a laughter yoga leader would be trained in, ways to stimulate laughter without joking specifically. But I won't be able to share any because I'm driving. Thank you, I'm doing my best. However, for those of you who are watching until you get me some questions, why won't you laugh with me for a moment? Very good, very good. Yay. Very good, very good. Yay. So laughter is the best medicine. What you should be noticing is that you've been laughing from your stomach, and if you like, one of the ways we can easily instigate laughter, hey Michael, how you doing, is to place a hand on your abdominal muscles. Really get used to moving them as you laugh. So you joined at the perfect time. I'm going to start another laughter yoga session or skit, another laughter set. Place your hand on your stomach and begin by coughing. So Woo. Very good, very good. Yay! Very good, very good. Yay! All right. Well, that would be a great thing to happen. However, if I remember correctly, you're in Pakistan, and I do not have any plans to visit Pakistan, not yet. I'm feeling a little bit dizzy from the laughter set, so I'm going to do a humming meditation. And I suggest humming meditation, by the way, on its own as a breathing exercise and as a meditative practice. So I'll take 3 deep breaths and I'll do a hum as slow and loud as possible for as long as possible. And so I'll just go ahead and then I will ask you, what is laughing phobia? There is laughter phobia. I can think of what that is, but phobia implies a fear of. Alright guys, so welcome to the world according to the Nasman. I am a psychotherapist, a hypnotherapist, an NLP coach for wellness and for life coaching. All-round amazing guy. I do some laughter yoga, and I am using my Sundays live at 5 for laughter yoga specifically. I met Dr. Madan Kataria, amazing human being. Laughter yoga started back in 1985, and I had promised him that I'll begin to incorporate laughter into my daily life. Of course, the point of this live and all lives like it is to answer any questions you may have about mental health because I'm not getting any questions specifically, I'm going to suggest that if you think up of any questions, please leave them for me in my inbox, and I'll answer them. I'll answer them later when I have the opportunity. So next Sunday, I mean. And the promise would be every Sunday live at 5. Now, to segue in between talking points, we're going to do some more laughter yoga. And I do laughter yoga because I think that laughter is the best medicine. It's the best medicine for many different reasons. One is laughter has physiological effects on your body, improving your health by lowering your cortisol levels, improving your health by releasing endorphins, improving your mood and psychological health by releasing endorphins, the exercise factor of deep abdominal breathing and abdominal laughter, and the immune strengthening effects thereof. I also love laughter yoga because it's an easy social intervention to imply. So you just grab a bunch of people together, even online as I'm exploring now. You make a bit of eye contact and you make a simple suggestion. Why don't you laugh with me for a minute? Very good, very good. Yay! Very good, very good. Yay! Guys, if you're laughing along, add your little laughter emojis. Keep my live going. So laughter is the best medicine. It's a perfect little social intervention because you can grab a bunch of people and start laughing and laugh and laugh and laugh for at least 15 minutes. And today we've been doing 25 so far. And that would have palpable healthcare improvements for them, health status improvements, I mean. And you don't have to have a reason to laugh. In fact, your body, physiologically speaking, can't tell the difference between real laughter and fake laughter, meaning even if you're just faking it, the healthcare, the physiological healthcare, so activating your parasympathetic nervous system, reducing your cortisol levels, etc., those are going to happen regardless. The release of endorphins, the improvements in mood, they're going to happen regardless, because when you fake laughter, it tends to become genuine eventually. And then there's a more higher order component of being comfortable with being silly. And that's a really very important tool, psychological skill that people don't necessarily have or don't have anymore. Or perhaps maybe, we've associated that with the jester or the joker or the class clown as a negative thing. But we do take ourselves too seriously as human beings, and I know I've done several laughter yoga skits randomly in public, and you will get stink eye sometimes, but it's virtually impossible to resist with a bit of eye contact and sustained laughter. People will laugh. And laughter is the best medicine. It's cheap, actually. It happens to be for free. You don't need a reason to laugh. In fact, if you just start laughing and continue laughing, you're going to yourself for the crazy act of laughing for no reason, for example. And when you do it in groups, you can sustain it for longer, and you can get all the healthcare benefits. So, I'm a psychotherapist by profession. I'm a hypnotherapist, an NLP, neuro-linguistic practitioner, a Reiki student of Reiki, practitioner of Reiki, and other energy psychology concepts like Qigong. And I've got into all this basically professionally through an act of fate. I actually wanted to be a pediatrician when I first started my educational career, and it is a career. Eventually, though, I fell into psychology and I fell into the job, and when I got in the job, I became very interested in how I can do it well, how I can do it better. And that's how I fell into hypnosis and hypnotherapy. That's how I fell into NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and coaching. And then moved on to Reiki and Qigong. And a bit into the nutritional sciences as well, psychonutrition. And then eventually laughter yoga. Laughter yoga being the latest in a series of things that I've taken on and tried. And what I would like from the lives, so every Sunday I'll be live at 5 Abu Dhabi time, so UAE time, and I'll be happy to see you guys again. Thank you. Happy National Day to the UAE, by the way. It is our national day today. I got this while grabbing coffee from a random person. Just came to me, said congratulations, these are biscuits. Yep, little biscuits, different colors. And my coffee as well has a little flag on it, which reminds me. Right. So if you have any questions you want answered about your mental health issues, or perhaps how to build up mental health skills, mental wellness skills technically, or if you need to find out more about hypnosis, neuro-linguistic programming, what's known as today's coaching and life coaching, and these other things, I'd be happy to take your questions. And if we don't get a question in today, please leave one in my inbox and I'll do my best to answer the following week. I'll be coming in every Sunday live at 5 UAE time. That being said, I do segue, according to promise, doing as much laughter yoga as I can. For those of you who are watching, why won't you laugh with me for a minute? Woo! Very good, very good, yay! Very good, yay! So as we said, there's a lot that comes into laughter yoga. You know, the daily practice is really the closest thing you have to the yoga issue. So, you know, laughter yoga isn't necessarily yoga, and there's not much stretching and taking poses. But there's quite a bit of playfulness. There's a couple of laughter skits that you can do to instigate laughter. So, for example, giggle juice. Maybe it's safe to do giggle juice because I have the straight road in front of me. So basically you hold out a cup and you hold out another cup, And then you pour some giggle juice, and you shake it, and then you gulp it down. Right, so run out of laughter, just refill on your giggle juice or laugh milkshake. So, Very good, very good, yay! Very good, very good, yay! Hey Mikey, how old is your son? Is he 2 years old or 3 now? Can he understand us? God bless him, by the way, send him some love. Speaking of children, by the way, sometimes we have to make it clear to people that there's 3 specific laughter sounds. So the first one is the ha sound, and it sounds like this. Right? Or for the deeper, more manly people around. And then you have the second laughter sound, which is the ho sound. Which I like to call Santa Claus laughter. And then the third, my most favorite, which is pretty much the he sound, and it's, you know, the most ridiculous of the laughters to me. Right? And part of the laughter yoga skits or sets include, for example, taking a deep breath and then doing very slow laughter. So, or fast. Right? Or you can do quiet laughter. And you end laughter yoga skits or laughter sets with very good, yay! Very good, yay! Good. And because I'm feeling a bit dizzy, I'm going to close up with a bit of humming meditation. The idea, guys, is to let the last of your laughter out. Guys tend to be a bit competitive at this stage. Trying to take the longest breath and hum the longest. Go ahead and play if you like. I'll take 3 deep breaths and hum 3 times, and then I'll close this session up. as I said, I'd suggest humming meditation on its own as an intervention. And just in the middle of that, I felt my face muscles relax. Thanks for your feedback. Stay safe on the road. You just gave us the perfect homework break. My pleasure. He's 4. God bless him. No questions. Oh, wait. Some test to double check if you're insane. Well, there's a problem with that idea. The best tests we have in psychology are personality tests, and those are the most, valid tests we have. There are inventories to take your mood, to take specific symptomologies for specific diseases, but they're not exactly diagnostic in the sense that they do not specifically define for you whether you are one thing or another, but they do provide a cutoff. So most people who don't suffer from X would not report A, B, C, D, and E, and if you do, there's an inventory type listing, and you can make an estimation as is there a problem or is there no problem, is there a diagnosis, something you can work on or not. So one test you can do is called the Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory, and that's a diagnostic test that looks at 10 different symptom categories or clinical categories. It's a 567 test, the original form. There's a shorter form that's 340-ish questions, and it's true-false format. And what you can get from that is an understanding of your personality, as well as an understanding of whether you can be clinically diagnosed with something or not. Of course, it is not designed to be taken by you. It's designed to be administered and interpreted by a clinician. And that's just so that you don't freak out thinking something's wrong with you when nothing's wrong with you. Or nothing clinical is wrong with you. Well, in the world of mental health, it's hard to put this into words. We don't want people thinking that they're more fucked up than they actually are, because that fucks them up. Excuse my English, please. But it is an issue, and sometimes the problem is that you believe something is wrong with you, and that's a non-acceptance of life, your situation, and the place that you've been put in. So it's called the MMPI-2. I will provide you with a link you may find useful to be able to do it, and then I can help you perhaps interpret it. I'll send that to you a bit later. But yes, if you Google it, write down Take MMPI-2 for free, and you'll reach this blog where you can do the MMPI and receive your statistical results. It's an HTML page, and you can send those over to me, and I can help you understand what they mean. Or the blog has the full thing, how to interpret your tests. So let's see. The idea of these lives is to have questions about mental health, about hypnosis and hypnotherapy, NLP coaching, the different interventions and treatments that you can have to help you along. I am a clinician, a psychotherapist by profession, a hypnotherapist, and a coach by trade. I do a bit of Reiki, I do laughter yoga. Sundays live at 5 UAE time I'll be using laughter yoga to fill in the space for these videos, and I'm expecting to do Q&A sessions about mental health related subjects. If you don't make it for the live, leave me a question on my inbox. I'll respond the next week. So thanks for playing along, and see you next week. And remember, every day and in every way it gets better and better.